friend, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you along on a month of speaking trips. I actually went to 2 different speaking engagements and 1 conference all in the span of like 3 weeks. And I'm bringing you along with me. For anybody who's thought about what's it like to be a speaker, what does kind of the lifestyle look like, this is a pretty good glimpse. This is definitely a busy speaking season for me. It's not typically like this, even though as I say that, I'm actually gearing up to do another talk next week. It's just local. So here's a little sneak peek into what it looks like, what are some of the things I do to prepare, so on and so forth. I do get questions fairly often about speaking, a lot of which are often about how I became a speaker, what are some good ways to get started. So if that's something you're interested in, drop a comment below, or if any part of the process that I show you is something that you're interested in, go ahead and just drop those comments and I can totally dive into that stuff with you. Please forgive me a little bit with the video. I just got an iPhone 15. My old iPhone was an iPhone 11, so there's a pretty big difference in camera quality. And I got that like in the middle of all of these speaking engagements. I'm still kind of not used to bringing my really nice YouTubing, like vlogging camera with me. So I tend to just default to using the iPhone so that I have less stuff to bring with me. So apologies in advance if any weird camera stuff is happening. But other than that, I hope you enjoy coming along on a little speaking vlog with me. I literally muted the WSU game to show you guys this. Don't mind the fact that I'm not put together in the slightest, but I wanted to give you a little behind the scenes of kind of what I do when I'm getting ready for speaking engagements. And one of those things is laying out my clothes. So for this particular trip, I have 3 speaking engagements over the course of 2 days. So I've been laying out some different outfits. I just took a look at what the weather's gonna be like next week for these trips, and it's gonna be in the 70s. But you know, you never know when you're in a conference room if you're gonna need a top layer. So I went through my closet, started laying out some of my outfits. I actually recently just did some speaking gear shopping for some stuff that I can wear that's still nice looking, but is also sleeveless because I get very uncomfortable when I'm too hot. So first outfit I've got here is I've got some kind of white dress pants. They're actually almost like a little bit pink, a little bit purpley, but they end up looking really nice. And then I've got this navy tank top. And then if I need to, like I said, I wanted to have a top layer to throw on just in case it's cold in the conference rooms. I've got this teal blazer here. So that's probably what I'll wear on one of the days. And then on the other day, I'm kind of leaning toward wearing this one on my first day because I feel like this is going to be more comfortable. And day 1's going to be a long day. I have 2 different workshops that I'm running that day, so it's going to be a really long day. So I've got this kind of sleeveless collared green shirt. My business colors, if you can't tell, are green and teal. So I've got this kind of sleeveless green shirt, which I'll probably wear like a cami or something under. And then I've got just some because I'm going to be in the Midwest, I've got some black jeans. So I wanted to kind of keep it casual-ish for being in the Midwest. So those are probably the speaking outfits that I'm gonna end up sticking with. And then for footwear, I usually end up going with something like, some of you might judge me for this, like a Birkenstock or something like that, purely because of the fact that I need to be comfortable because I'm gonna be on my feet for so much of the day. So it's gonna be sandals, and these will both work great for that. Well, we're here. I absolutely sucked at filming. I took a couple little clips on the way over here, but I had so many phone calls to make. I literally got through security at the airport and immediately started making phone calls to some of the committee chairs. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for, that I'm running their meetings for, just to kind of touch base with them, see if there's any information they needed from me. And then I got food, and then we boarded, and then I was on the plane. So it's been a whole thing, but we're here now. I'm actually staying at the Westin, which is beautiful. And this is the fun thing about having other people, like the organizers, book your hotel rooms, because I feel like they always book way nicer hotels than I ever would book for myself. But first thing I always do when I get here, one of the first things I always do when I get here is to lay out my clothes and hang up my clothes. I also like to keep them out kind of where I can see them so that I don't forget about them. This is the outfit that I'm gonna be wearing tomorrow. So this is the one kind of I'm immediately putting out. And actually I might swap this one with the other one that I have hanging over here, because sometimes what can be a really smart thing to do is to shower with your clothes in the bathroom, because then it kind of unwrinkles them, because you can kind of see my jacket's a little bit wrinkly, so I'll probably do that actually. But yeah, that's one outfit. Sorry, chaotic filming. I really love my green blazer. And then this is the other outfit that I'm just gonna kind of hang on top of it. That I'm also gonna do the green blazer with. Again, it's kind of a maybe, maybe not. I have 2 tank tops that I'm wearing with stuff because it's gonna be kind of warm. And then I'm being really, really lazy this speaking trip, and I'm literally wearing Birkenstocks while I speak. So that's the first big thing that I do, is I get my stuff all laid out. And then I kind of organize my bag. So I have, it's actually kind of funny, it's called my bag of tricks. And what this has in it is my pointer, extra batteries for my pointer. It's got some business cards in it. So this is kind of all like my speaking little kit. And then I'm gonna do kind of a quick look through my slides to see if there's anything that I need to change for any of the talks. And then we're calling it a night, because it is already like 8 something here. And I need to figure out how far I'm driving tomorrow because I have a rental car. This is an atypical speaking engagement in the sense that I'm doing multiple speaking engagements in one trip. I'm running multiple workshops. I've actually got about 10 hours of workshops over the course of the next couple days. So it's gonna be a lot, but we're getting all situated and all ready. Okay, just finished going through my slides, added in a couple things that I think are gonna be really relevant to the groups that I'm speaking to tomorrow. So now at this point, I'm just gonna check how far away my drive is in the morning and pound water. If you're a speaker and you don't do a shit ton of hydrating leading up to your events, you are really putting yourself at risk for losing your voice. I hate this word, but it is really important to lubricate your vocal cords. That's how you keep yourself from losing your voice. So even if it means I'm gonna get up to pee a lot tonight, we're drinking a lot of this because I'm gonna be talking for almost 6 hours tomorrow. Well, I slept like absolute shit last night, but I am up. I got probably like 5 hours of sleep. I'm ready to go. I'm uncaffeinated as of yet, but we're all professionaled up. It's a little colder outside than I thought it was gonna be, so hopefully I'm warm enough. But yeah, we're good to go. I've got my bag all packed, and about to take off for workshop number 1. Probably not gonna film very much during the workshops, but we'll see. Well, as predicted, I didn't film shit today. There was just too much going on. I did probably 6 or 7 hours of workshopping and training. And then, this is the side note of this whole thing, I decided spur of the moment that I am gonna go to the EmpowerHER conference in Denver. So I spent 2 hours after I got home rebooking all of my flights, booking hotels in Denver because I'm gonna go straight there from here. And I made a run to Target. I have a nice little Target bag back there. Fortunately, I've got room in my suitcase. But yeah, all of that's taken care of, but it is hitting me right now how much I did today. So I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm probably gonna pass out in my bed, and then we're gonna do it all over again tomorrow, except I only have 1 workshop tomorrow. And then we head to Denver for the EmpowerHER podcast. This is like the never ending trip, I guess, but there was just something in me that was just like, I need to go to EmpowerHER. Even though I can only go for a day and a half, I can't stay for the full 2 days. I need to go. So we're going, and your girl's ready to pass out. So we're gonna shower. I'll see you tomorrow. Need to bring some stuff with me related to my day job because I've got a little bit of stuff to do for that. So I've got my writing pad underneath here. I've got a calculator because I have to do math. Got some heels, not sure if I'm gonna bust them out just yet, but those are gonna come with me. And then I'm packing up some of the digital stuff. This is my jokingly called my bag of tricks, but this has a lot of my speaking stuff in it. So some of the stuff that I need to bring for that. I have my laser pointer, so this plugs straight into my laptop. I've got some business cards, I've got some extra batteries for said laser pointer. I've got an adapter in there as well. So I really don't need a whole heck of a lot, but this always comes with me when I speak. I may have already exploded my stuff everywhere. Gotten some takeout so that I could do some practice the night before. But here's my room. Check out the bathroom. The bathroom's actually really nice. Though it's got the weirdest freaking lighting. A great like vanity. I might take a little hot bath to relax. And then probably the most important thing I need to remember the night before I ever speak is to hang up the jacket, especially when I travel across the country. Gotta make sure that sucker gets, you know, at least not super wrinkly. I do have an ironing board if I need it, so that's a win. Heading downstairs and I'm gonna scope out the room that I'm speaking in tomorrow. I hope to get like a video of me exploring the room, but honestly, I had so much trouble finding it. I was like following security around trying to find it. I'm excited though. I'm gonna run back to my room. I'm gonna practice a few more times. I'm trying not to talk super loud because it's kind of late. And yeah, I'm gonna practice a few more times, make a few more tweaks, and then tomorrow morning is the event. So that is it. That is the end of my speaking vlog. I really never thought that I would be taking you guys along with me on a speaking trip, but it's definitely a part of my life. It's become a much bigger part of my life in the last several years. So I'm really, really glad you all were able to come along. Again, if you are any sort of curious about anything related to speaking, how I got started, you know, how I find clients, you know, what the logistics look like, you know, even leading up to the speaking event, drop any comments you have below. If you are a prospective speaker, somebody who is interested in getting into that, or somebody who's just curious about how the hell that fits in with the rest of the stuff that I do in my business, drop a comment below. But once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.